Hi babies, Mama Sha here. I wanted to welcome you to what I hope is the first of many little short tutorials on how I do things. Over the last couple of years, I've been asked by friends, family, followers, fans, whatever you want to call it, to teach you how I do the things that I do. As pagans, witches, folk magic practitioners, it's important to understand that everybody does things differently, and yet we all do things the same way. And what I mean by that is there's only so many ways you can write a petition. There's only so many ways that you can dress a candle and do candle magic, right? So I was always under the impression of there's already so many practitioners out there that are writing books and teaching classes that things have been done and overdone so many times. Why would someone want to know how I do it when it's regurgitated a different way? But apparently that's not the case. So over the years I've been asked to start these classes, and time has always been the problem. Since COVID, I have learned to prioritize my time a little bit better. So now I'm going to hopefully be able to start doing these classes once a week, a couple times a month, something. I'm going to be posting them on YouTube. Eventually we'll have different things for our patrons, and they'll go up on our website. So I guess I'm just going to dive right in with the very basics. The stuff that we should already know, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of a refresher, okay? I'm gonna apologize up front for my chaotic nature, because I don't pre-plan anything. I woke up this morning and thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this video today. So I embrace the chaos. I love it. And it is part of who I am, what I do, and why my magic works. So these videos may be chaotic. They may seem... my little GoPro turning off. See what I mean? Chaos. They may seem chaotic, unorganized, but just understand that this is how I work. And this is something that you can embrace. It doesn't have to be planned out. It doesn't have to be perfectly written. Go with what works for you. If you're in the middle of a working and something speaks to you to change it up, because that's how it's going to become more powerful for you, okay? So like I said, I apologize ahead of time for the chaotic behavior and nature of these videos. Sometimes I'm going to be repetitive and I'm going to repeat myself. Sometimes I'm going to ramble. And I'm still getting a handle on the whole technology and electronically videoing things. So y'all are going to go for some rides, alright? So right now, I'm going to pause this and move you over to my workbench. We're going to start with the basics. How I dress candles. So I'll be right back, babies. All right, babies, we're back over here by my working altar. Like I said, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the basics. We're gonna start with how Mama Sha dresses her candles. This is for how I dress them before they come to you. Mostly, I don't carve into the candles. That's something that I allow the customer to do if that's what they wish. But this is how I would either dress the candle as far as the oils and the herbs, or the candles that come to you, or the candles that I would use for personal working or whenever I do candle work for clients, okay? There's multiple ways. No way is better than another, but these are the ways that I do it. These are what have seemed to work the best for me, okay? I've got a variety of size and shapes of candles here. One of the ways that you can do it is you can start by carving into the candle. Okay, carve your intentions, carve your petition, carve your name. This candle is for Crown of Success. Okay, so I've already carved inexplicable things in it. I've carved the word success. This one actually has already been dressed, but I got a little bit of ahead of myself a little bit ago. But while you're holding the candle and carving it, and I guess I should real quickly tell you what kind of tools would be most beneficial. I use just an old paring knife that's been dulled down quite a bit. They make carving tools that people write in the wax with. You can use a fingernail file, a nail, a needle, anything that's got a little bit of a sharp tip on it, because you don't have to go very deep into the wax. It's pretty superficial. Okay, it's just enough so that you can see what you're carving. Because let's be real here, candle magic is all about your focus. Okay, it's a tool. A candle is a tool. It's nothing more than a tool to help you focus your intent. So while you're holding your candle and you're carving into it, you're thinking about what it is that you're going to be asking of spirit. You're thinking about the task at hand. So while I'm carving into this one, I'm thinking about the success of inexplicable things as a business, as future ventures, future projects. Inexplicable things is mine and Mr. Kelly's paycheck, our monthly paycheck. So I'm thinking about all of this and continued success and continued abundance, prosperity, because success and abundance and prosperity kind of all go hand in hand, right? So while I'm holding the candle and I'm carving these words into it, this is where my focus is. Same thing once you go to apply whatever oil it is that you're going to apply. Put a little bit of oil in your hands, rub it around, hold that candle, work that oil into it. You work it down into the words you've carved, you work it up the wick, you work the bottom. Basically what you're doing is you're pouring energy into this candle, okay? So once you've got your oil on it, and these are things, you don't have to do this. You don't have to dress your candles in this manner. But like I said, this is the way I have done it for so long. After I've got my oil on the candle, I do like to roll it in herbs. I usually pre-grind all of my dried herbs, whatever the blend is. Crown of Success, I like to use ginger, bay leaf, a little peppermint, a little mustard seed, a little fennel, a little plantain. It's kind of a blend of a lot of stuff, okay? This is already, like I said, it's already dried, so I don't have to worry about it going bad. It's been powdered. And I'll just scatter a little bit in a tray. And then I take my oiled candle, I roll it in the herbs. Okay. You can also put the herbs in your hand. I used to do that. And do the candle that way. I'll do the other candle in that manner. But because we don't want a fire hazard, we don't want to leave all those herbs on that candle. But see? You can see the words. All is good. Get it on the bottom. So there you go. This candle is now ready to be focused on and lit. Okay? Let's put this away for a moment. Now you can also draw sigils in your candles, and you don't have to carve anything. Say for a prosperity, abundance, or a fast cash candle, you don't have to do anything to this. You can just light it. I would sit and focus for a few minutes on your intent, so spirit knows that you're not just burning a green candle for the sake of burning a green candle because green's your favorite color. But if you need a little bit of extra cash to pay a bill, get you a green candle, sit with it a little bit, think about it, think about as you burn this candle about the money flow coming in, the needed money in order to pay that bill. Another thing that you can do is you can take a copy of a bill that needs to be paid. You can put it under the candle as it's burning. You can burn like a photocopy of the bill and use the ashes to dress the candle. There's a million different things you can do. You can write a petition about the being thankful for the cash flow, being ready when you needed it. However you want to do it. Again, there is no right or wrong way of doing this, babies. We have all done it different ways. We all do it the same. Like I said earlier, there's only so many ways you can dress a candle in order to have it help you manifest something, okay? These are just the ways I do it. But don't ever doubt yourself. If something in your gut tells you that you need to take this candle and carve your entire petition into it, roll it in herbs, but don't use oil, and, you know, burn a copy of your last utility bill with it, then do it. That's going to be what's most effective for you. Okay? So for this one, we're just going to dress it Like I said, you don't have to, but I do. I like to just put a couple drops of oil in my hands, just work the hell out of that candle. That way every square inch of it is covered, top, bottom, wick. There is no doubt in my mind what this candle is for. Okay, there you go, candle number 2. Because I do get a lot of questions about, well, I've got a big pillar, I see a lot of YouTube videos carving in it, I don't know what to carve. Do I have to carve? No, you don't. You don't have to do any of that. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is a little chime candle and a taper. Now I know some of you that have bought from us in the past, you get these little candles, this one especially. You can see how it's starting to change colors. This is called bloom. Sometimes it turns white. Sometimes it gets like little air bubbles in it. These don't affect the candle at all, baby. And bloom happens naturally. Bloom is an indication that your candle is 100% natural beeswax. Okay? And if you don't like the bloom, you can take a little rag, wipe it down, and see, the white is gone. I do tend to wipe down my candles just a touch before I do anything to them. It's just a preference I have. Same thing for these. You can carve into them, you can carve sigils, you can carve names, petitions, whatever it is that you want them to be for. Okay, so for this purple and green one, because it's such a swampy, creepy looking one, we're gonna do a return to sender. So I'm gonna write RTS on this one. That way, when I'm burning it, I know what to focus on, okay? So return to sender. Anything negative coming my way, you send that shit right back. And then you got a little black one. A little black chime, whatever color. You can do the same thing. Carve in it, but you don't have to. I dress these the same way I do the big ones. Couple of drops of oil in my hand, rub them together. Same thing applies when you're doing your herbs. You can put the herbs in your hand, work the candle through it. This way ensures you don't ever get too much. See, there we go. That one's ready to go. Or, same as with the big ones. You can roll them in the herbs. Like I said, we don't want no fire hazards, and that's the thing about herbs on candles or around the base of candles. They can create some serious fire hazards. Ain't nobody got time for that, baby. So y'all be careful. Okay, once in a while we'll have some dressed candles have a little bit too much. Use your own judgment. When you get them, if you feel like it is too much on the candle, knock some of it off. It doesn't hurt my feelings and it doesn't change the intent of the candle at all. That's technically it, babies, for the dressing of the candles. Like I said, there's a handful of ways to do it. These are the ways that I've always done it. A couple of little tweaks may have changed from time to time, but for the most part, it's the same way. And I feel like I'm talking to the wall, so there we go. All right. Sorry about the lighting. This is the lighting that I use on my working altar space where I do work all the time. As I was saying, it comes down to what feels good for you, basically. Listen to your instincts, listen to your gut. That's where the power of your magic is going to come from. And nobody can give that to you. That is something that comes from within. It's something that you can teach yourself. It's something you learn to listen to. It's your intuition. Okay, and a lot of people say they don't have it. We've all got it. You just got to learn how to hear it. Okay, the tools that I'm going to try to be teaching you throughout these little classes I'm giving are just basic ways to get you started. Once you have an idea, run with it. If something I say resonates with you, try it. If it doesn't, don't do it, or try it once. If it works, fantastic. Use it, make it your own. If it doesn't work, move on to the next thing. I don't tell you, well, Mr. Kelly and I have both always been this way. If we say something, It's because it has worked for us in the past, and it's just one of a million ways for you to try it. But we don't expect you to take our word for it. We want you to take the information that we give, or any author or any practitioner out there that's teaching something, and use it as information. It's just another tool. Don't take our word for it. Try it, because you may discover a whole different way of doing things that works specifically for you. Okay, so use what we give you as a tool, but don't take it as gospel, okay? That being said, once you have your dressed candles ready to go, and I cannot preach this enough, babies, don't light your candle and walk off. Don't do that. When you light a ritual candle, from me, from Mr. Kelly, from anybody, even if they tell you to light your candle and go on about your business, don't do that. I've seen too many things happen negatively because the candle was left unattended. Do you have any idea how many people reach out to me and say, oh, I lit my candle and then I went to the grocery store, or I lit my candle, I laid down to take a nap? Don't do that. That's crazy. That is just inviting some serious chaos into your life. Another thing it does is it tells spirit you are not serious about what you're asking them to help you with. So the money you spent either buying or making that candle is technically a waste. You might as well just light your cash on fire and throw it in the trash can. Babies, lighting a candle, asking spirit to help you with a specific purpose, buying a cash candle, a money draw candle, telling spirit you need this cash, lighting it and walking away, that's like, and I've used this analogy many times before, it's like owning your own home and inviting your mother or your grandmother over to help you make dinner, okay? Because you're busy, you're a little stressed, whatever, or you're still learning how to cook, say Thanksgiving dinner. You invite them over to help you, the key word being help. You invite them over to help you, and then as soon as they get in the kitchen, you go sit your ass on the couch and let them do all the work. What did you learn from that? Not a damn thing, right? Lighting a candle and walking away from it is doing the same thing to spirit. You're treating spirit and your ancestors in that manner. And it's rare that that magic is going to manifest in the way in which you want it. It may manifest, but it'll be short-lived. It'll be minimal. It'll be the complete opposite of what you asked for. All of these things are basically to teach you a lesson. You're telling spirit that they are not worth your time, your sacrifice of sitting with a candle and focusing on it, okay? Don't do that. Try it our way. Focus on your candle. Think about what you're wanting to do with your candle. Sit down with it, light it, stay with it. Stay off your phone, turn the TV off, tell the kids and the husband or the wife that you need a few minutes of quiet and just focus on your candle. That's part of what the flame is about. Focus your intentions there. If after 3, 5, even 10 minutes, life starts creeping back in, you start worrying about the dog barking down the street, or you wonder, the kids have been quiet for 10 minutes, what are they into? Or what's for dinner, or anything like that, it's time to extinguish your candle and put it up for the day. Just because you only burned a small piece of that candle does not mean that the magic has not already started. The magic starts the moment you decide to take action. I have had tons of people reach out to me and tell me, Mama Sha, it took me 3 weeks to decide to buy this candle, but the minute I placed the order, things started changing. I hadn't even made their candle yet, but it's because the magic's already working. You don't have to wait for that candle to be completely burned up before the magic starts. That's not the case. But the longer you work that candle, say you only burn it 10 minutes a day, it could take 3 weeks for a big old beeswax candle to burn down. Because these take forever when you're only burning them 10 to 15 minutes a day. But that's a good thing. That is, the more time you focus on what it is that you're asking Spirit to help you with. And that is proving to Spirit that you have dedication and that you are committed to what it is that you're asking of them. Okay? So the longer it takes for that candle to burn, so be it. That is a good thing. Okay? Don't light your candles and walk away from them. Just don't do it. Okay? Try it our way for 3 months. out of every candle, whether it's a chime, a taper, a fixed, a dressed, a rolled, whatever the case may be. Only have your candles burning when you're gonna sit with them and focus on nothing else. And I mean nothing else. Like I said, no playing games on your phone, no checking your email, no watching TV in the background and it's sitting on your coffee table. That don't count, babies, because you're not focused 100% on that candle. Only when you can focus on that candle. A lot of times I used to burn candles for about 10 minutes before I went to bed at night because they had my undivided attention. Once you start burning your candles in that manner, you come back to me and tell me if your magic hasn't changed. If the manifestation results haven't increased significantly, okay? 9 times out of 10, that's what's been a wall for your magic, okay? Sorry, I didn't want to preach about it, but sometimes we need that reminder of the best way to burn ritual candles. These are not candles that you pick up at Walmart. These aren't just smell good, look pretty in the bathroom candles. These candles have intent. Any candle meant for a magical outcome or a change or anything metaphysical, don't burn them in that manner, okay? All right, babies, this has been fun, little chaos, it's all good. These videos will get better, okay? And like I said, we're gonna start with some of the basics and kind of move on from there. If there's something that you do want to see eventually or have me make sure it's already on my list, reach out to me. Send me an email, info@inexplicabletthings.com. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. Mr. Kelly has his own Instagram and his Facebook as well. You can find both of us anytime. Text us, call us, whatever. And if you guys want to know more about becoming one of our patrons, check us out on patreon.com/inexplicabletthings. We love you, babies, and I will try to do more of these. All right, babes. Love ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. And for our patrons, we'd like to say thank you so much for your patronage. Without you, none of this would be possible.
And if you'd like information on becoming a patron, we'll put a link below so that you can find out more.
Okay. Thanks again, and have a great day.
Bye, babies.